Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to deconstruct one of the most famous fables ever told, The Hare and the Tortoise. Now, we all think we know this story, right? But we're going to explore what it really has to say about the nature of success.
At its very heart, this story asks a question that is just timeless. What truly leads to getting things done? Is it that raw, natural talent you're born with? Or is it that steady, relentless persistence? Well, this simple fable offers a surprisingly deep answer. So to really get the outcome of the race, we have to first understand the racers themselves. Let's meet our two competitors, whose personalities don't just clash, they basically define the entire conflict. First up, we've got the hare. He's defined by his incredible natural talent, which is, of course, speed. But here's the thing. His talent is totally wrapped up in his arrogance. He doesn't just know he's fast, he kind of uses it like a weapon, constantly jabbing at the tortoise for being so slow.
This quote, this sums up his entire worldview, doesn't it? This isn't just confidence we're talking about, it's pure entitlement. The hare genuinely believes his talent makes him better than everyone else, and he expects everyone to just move. And then, this happens. This is the moment everything kicks off. The quiet, the underestimated tortoise has finally had enough. But instead of just firing back an insult, he throws down the ultimate challenge, a race, to prove whose whole approach to life is actually the right one.
So the challenge is accepted, and the race begins. And it's right here that the huge difference between their strategies becomes brilliantly, and for one of them, fatally, clear. And they're off. Everything unfolds exactly like you'd think it would. The hare, just relying on that pure explosive speed, immediately leaves the tortoise in the dust. Right from the start, it looks like it's no contest at all.
This really captures the hare's entire strategy, or, lack of one. It's not really a plan, it's just pure reliance on overwhelming force. He's not thinking about pacing or endurance or anything like that, just assuming his raw talent is all he's ever going to need.
But here, right at the peak of his advantage, the hare's greatest strength, his incredible speed, becomes the very source of his downfall. This is the moment where the entire story just pivots. It all starts with this one simple action. He looks back. See, he's not focused on the finish line anymore. His attention has totally shifted from the goal to just how much better he is than his competitor. He wants to see how far ahead he is.
And that's exactly what he finds. The tortoise is so far behind, he's completely out of sight. This visual proof of his huge lead triggers a really critical and unbelievably arrogant miscalculation. In his mind, the race is already over.
This is that crucial inner monologue. He's thinking, victory is a sure thing, so why bother? And in that one moment, he completely disconnects his talent from the actual work it takes to win.
And so he makes his fateful decision. He decides to rest. He doesn't just pause for a second, he actively decides to take a nap, completely dismissing the possibility that slow, consistent effort could ever beat his brilliant talent.
So while the hare is off dreaming of his victory, the tortoise's completely opposite strategy is quietly playing out. And this is where we get to see it all unfold to its absolutely stunning conclusion.
The climax really just breaks down into four simple, inevitable steps. First, the hare's arrogance puts him to sleep. Second, the tortoise's persistence keeps him moving. Honestly, the outcome is pretty much sealed by these two choices alone. When the hare finally wakes up and realizes his massive, catastrophic mistake, he does what he does best. He just unleashes his full, incredible speed. But now, it's not a confident sprint. It's a frantic, desperate scramble, and it's fueled by pure panic. But his talent can't save him anymore. And why not? Because in his arrogance, he wasted the one resource that you can never, ever get back: time.
And there it is, the underdog. The one who was mocked and dismissed right at the starting line achieves a victory that seemed completely impossible. The slow and steady competitor wins the race.
And this brings us to the timeless moral of the story, a lesson so powerful it's been echoing for centuries. It's not about being the best or the fastest or the most talented. It's about the unstoppable power of consistent, focused effort over time. But the tortoise offers one last little piece of wisdom for the probably sobbing hare. This is such a crucial reminder that potential means absolutely nothing without completion. You can have the biggest lead in the world, but it just doesn't count until you've actually crossed that finish line.
So in the end, this story isn't just about a race, is it? It's a powerful framework that asks us to look at our own lives, our own projects, our own goals, and ask a very honest question. In the marathon of life, are we relying on those short bursts of talent, or are we committed to the consistent, steady pace that ultimately wins?